Let's take a look at template strings in JavaScript. This is a really big enhancement because in the previous version, when you have HTML in JavaScript, it was a little, it was a mess to deal with something like that. I'm gonna show you the older method and the new method also with template strings. So let's open the index.html, and here instead of having welcome, I'm going to add div id app, and the ID is going to be app. So let's open the app.js, and I'm going to add template literals or template strings. There are many names that you will find on the internet if you make a search for this topic. So then I'm going to add 4 variables. Product 1 is going to be a pizza. Then we're going to add the price of this is going to be 30, comma. Then we have product 2. We're going to add this as a hamburger, comma, and finally we're going to have the price 2, which is going to be 40. So we're going to print those values. So there are 2 methods. The old method is going to be something like this. This method will use a lot of concatenation. So let's see, for example, we're going to create let HTML, and then we're going to build the template HTML equals, and I'm going to print this into an unordered list, and then we concatenate the next line. Then I'm going to add an li, and I'm going to add item, colon, then we're going to add a plus sign, and here I'm going to print the product 1. Then we add another plus sign, single quotes, and we close this li. Then we're going to concatenate this with the next line, and I'm going to copy this and paste, and it's going to be, for example, right here, we're going to add price, and this one is going to be price 2, like this. Then we're going to add another line. So you can see we have a lot of concatenation here, and this one is going to be the product 2, and right here I have product 11. So I'm going to remove one number from here. Then I'm going to add another line. This is going to be the price, so price, and then we're going to add price 2. So let's add one more. We're going to add right here total, and the total is going to be the price 1, and right here I should add price 1 plus price 2. Remove this, but this will cause an error, so we need to grab this inside parentheses. So this is going to make this operation, and then the result is going to be concatenated into the totals. Finally, we're going to close the unordered list like this. And then I'm going to, for example, you can see here we have this app div or ID, and I'm going to add something like this. We're going to add let app equals to document dot query selector. Don't worry for query selector yet. This is going to be the way that you select the div where you want to print your HTML or make some changes. And I'm going to add the ID app. Then I'm going to add app inner HTML. So we're going to print this into the HTML. And the HTML that I want to print is this variable called HTML that contains the template that we have built in this video. HTML like this. So save this. And you can see that we have item pizza, price 30, and then we have the total, which is the addition between this price, and is printing this into the HTML. This is the old method. You can see we have a lot of concatenation here. So I'm going to show you the new method. And it uses template strings or template literals. This is going to be a much more cleaner solution, and we're going to use this in all the course. HTML equals, then we're going to use these quotes, which is more like a backtip, and then I'm going to add the semicolon at the end, and it's going to be like this, UL, and let's close the UL right here, and I'm going to add an li, and then we add item. Instead of having concatenation here, You print these variables using the $sign, then you open and close the curly braces, and then you use these variables, product1. Then we close the li. So this is going to be the new way, and you can see this is the old way. In my opinion, this one looks more cleaner, so we're gonna continue finishing this example. We're gonna add, for example, price, the second item, and another price. So let's add price 1 right here, price 1, and product 2, and price 2. Finally, we're gonna add another one for the totals, and it's going to be total price 1 plus price, and price 1 plus price 2. And if you save this, you can see that we have the same result. You can even add a $sign right here. It's going to be the $sign. The price is going to be 70. So in my opinion, this one looks more cleaner than this one. One really common when you are using this method is, for example, if I remove everything from here, is that sometimes you lose one of these, save, and you have some problems. Using the template literals, you can see that you don't have something like that, and it's going to be a much more cleaner solution. Also, we haven't seen functions yet, but for example, you can create a function, the total, which is going to be, for example, price 1. It's going to take price 1 and price 2 in this case, and it's going to return price 1 plus price 2. And right here, instead of having this, we are going to have total, and then open the parentheses, and instead of having this sum, we're gonna have something like this. A comma, and this parenthesis should be before the closing square curly brace. And now you can see we have the same result. So you can add in template strings, you can add functions. You can see that this method is more cleaner than this one. And we're gonna use template strings through all the course, especially when we are working with the projects. We're gonna use this method. This one is older, so I recommend that you use template strings. So in the next video, let's continue working.